Trash Talkers. Here at Veteran Trash Talk, we actually vet our sponsors. We don't just take their money and run like a butter bar lieutenant lost on a land nav course. Are you finally ready to plant your flag and claim your territory? Maybe it's time to use that VA loan to buy a home. Or hell, maybe you're looking to refinance and put some extra cash in your pocket for more questionable life decisions. Either way, the Veterans Mortgage Source, powered by Canopy Mortgage, has your six. Look, buying a home or refinancing can feel like getting overrun on a bad op. Chaotic, confusing, and full of obstacles that make no damn sense. That's where Corey and his team come in. They're like the QRF of home loans, ready to pull you out of the chaos and guide you to the best program for you. And trust me, they'll answer all your questions. Yeah, even the dumb ones. Whether you're a salty vet or fresh out of barracks still trying to figure out where your TA-50 went. Great service, solid rates, and a team that actually understands the military life. That's why all of us here at Veteran Trash Talk trust them to do right by every veteran and their family. Ready to lock it in? Give Corey a call or shoot him a text at 808-699-7874. That's 808-699-7874. Don't wait. Unless you like overpaying and getting treated like an FNG. The Veterans Mortgage Source is powered by Canopy Mortgage, LLC. All loans are subject to credit and property approval.
What's going on? What's up, Mental Health Nation? Take my glasses off. Hope everybody's having a great Wednesday. Len, how you doing? Nice to have you back.
Hey, I'm good. Sorry if there's noise background. The dishwasher's on. It's pretty loud. I'm like in the kitchen area, so.
Yeah, I can't really hear it, but if you can hear it, we apologize for that. But before we jump into the show, I just want to send prayers out to the families of the two National Guard soldiers who were shot in D.C. today. I did hear they both passed away. They were from West Virginia. As you guys know, I spent 34 years in the National Guard. And so they were just out there doing their duty and were shot. And so thoughts and prayers out to everybody associated with that and everybody involved, and also their families the day before Thanksgiving. With that, I'll go ahead and jump into it. As you guys know, you can scan that QR code up there on the top left corner for Reads Across America. They do have a promo going on this Tuesday, so please check that out. You go to their Facebook page. You know, it's the way that they memorialize the veterans there during the holiday season with laying of the wreaths. And I'm super proud to be part of that. And so you can scan that QR code, and for a little $10, $15, you can donate. But also, you can personalize the wreath if you want to, if you have a family member or a friend that you would like to memorialize during the holiday season. As you should know by now, but in case it slipped your mind, it happens. You know, tomorrow's Thanksgiving, so a lot of people are traveling and very busy. That Reads Across America also has a radio station. So Reads Across America Radio has lots of great programs and everything going on, but they replay Lynn and I's podcast at Fridays at 8 p.m. and Sundays at 10 p.m. And that's super easy to find. Just download the iHeartRadio app, the TuneIn app, or the Odyssey app, and search for Reads Across America Radio, and you can listen to all the great music to play and all the great podcasts. I know they've really expanded their viewership out there, all up and down the East Coast and all nationwide. And so, hey, give them a chance. And, you know, like I said, if you missed this episode tonight, you can always catch it on the radio as you're driving on Black Friday looking for deals. But with that, we got 10th Mountain Whiskey and Bourbon. You got to talk about it all the time. Their bourbon is really great. They won lots of awards this year. Their cordial is amazing. You should give them a try. We'll post a website up there, plus a QR code to save you some money. And if you saw the video at the beginning of the show. If not, go back and watch it for Veterans Mortgage, powered by Canopy Mortgage. They're there to help you if you decide you want to refinance, or just like they say in the video, if you just want to make some stupid decisions and do something silly. Maybe you want to put a new bar in your house or build a man cave or a she shed. You could build a she shed
Yep.
in your backyard for your wife. So you scan that QR code, and hey, they'll be help you out with any questions you may have with your VA mortgage. But PCS season for the Navy, I didn't realize the Navy PCS people all year round. I was talking to my
Yes.
neighbor; they're getting ready to PCS in February. It's like,
Yep,
wow,
it's all year round.
yeah,
It's
they got
all year
kids.
round. We have a period of rotation date. So depending on when you get there, then like 3 or 4 or 5 years from that date, that's when you PCS. So
Wow,
yeah, and I know y'all's is probably like beginning of school year
yeah,
or summertime where it makes sense.
yeah, yeah.
But
The
then,
Army generally does it in the summertime or during the Christmas break, but that's very
mhm,
rarely. Most of the time, it's in summer,
yep,
starting in June after school gets out.
yep. It could be at any time during the year. So it's just weird. But anyway, keep going.
Yeah. Anyway, but hey, with that, sad to say they're going to Japan. But hey, if you are in that PCS window and you are leaving, scan that QR code for PCS Paradise. They're out there in Hawaii, and you know what? It's going to be stressful if you get those orders here in December, January that you got to go somewhere else. But you're going to Hawaii. Scan that QR code. I know they'll be able to help you find that dream home while you're there in Hawaii and staying there. They did help out some of my friends, so I do know they do a great job. And so, please look and give them a chance. We're going to talk about a lot of things today. We're going to talk about what we're thankful with Thanksgiving. I'm going to talk about, I've already had Thanksgiving dinner. I had it at my house on Monday because, Pepe only has Monday off. So everything I do with him, I have to do on Mondays. And so they've only seen it in movies, the traditional Thanksgiving dinner, right? Because it's not
Mhm.
American, it's not an Italian holiday, obviously.
Right.
With the turkey and the ham and the
I mean, it's like we have
stuffing.
2 Christmas dinners, one in
Yeah.
November and then one in December.
Yeah. And so I cooked a full spread for him, and we'll get more into that later. But Len, won't you give us an update? What's going on with you? What's going on with Reverend Warrior? I know you're back at work now, so I'm sure you're excited about that. I'm sure you're really busy with that. And I do know you're out traveling for this holiday season also. So
So obviously I'm back at work. Furlough is over. Thank God. Like I'm just so happy to be back. It's 43 days of the shutdown, the longest shutdown in history. What's really cool is like that. I think it was that week or last week. We got our back pay right away. Like not right away, but like within that week of coming back. So that
yeah.
was nice. And then I got to see how Navy Federal took it out. They just automatically just took everything
Oh, they
that
did. Oh,
yeah.
okay.
So I was like, oh my God, look at all this money in my account. Then oh my God, I don't have money in my account. Um, but we're excited to be back at work. I'm very thankful for the coworkers that I have because we're all resilient. Most of us are vets. We work really well with each other. We work as an actual team. Unlike, I don't know, like if sometimes in the office when you ask somebody, oh, can you help me? And then they act like they're exhausted or they don't want to do
Mhm.
their job. That doesn't happen at my workplace, thankfully.
Isn't that a good feeling, though, when your workspace is like that, though?
Yeah, we have really good people. It's like no matter what, like they'll stop everything to help you, and they don't
Yeah.
act like you're a burden or anything like that. And I do the same thing. So I'm really happy to be back with the team, to just have that camaraderie, and to be able to help the American people again because that's what I do, right?
Yeah.
Service to my country. So and then getting on a regularly paid schedule.
Yes.
As a matter of fact, in October, while we were furloughed, I made my 15-year mark with the federal service.
Oh, nice.
So
Congratulations.
thank you. So that means that for leave purposes, I instead of getting 6 hours per pay period for leave, I get
Mhm.
8 hours
Nice.
period. So I'm
That,
gonna be
that extra 2 hours is going to add up quick,
racking up
too.
some use or lose.
Yeah.
you know so I'm really excited about that. Of course, Thanksgiving is tomorrow for us. Have family coming into town. I am at family's house right now, but here local in Jacksonville. And then after this week I'll be going on a cruise, Disney
Hmm,
cruise, so December
nice.
6th. So I have one more week with the podcast, and then the week after I'll be on a cruise, so I won't be able to make it. But lots of things planned. Irreverent Warriors. I think we have the December hikes coming up.
Hmm.
And like I said, the last time I was on, it was Key West, San Antonio, and Las Vegas. Well,
Nice.
I don't think it's San Antonio. I don't know, but y'all can look it up on the website.
Yeah.
But other than that, just been chilling and working. So,
Well, yeah, that's what I've been doing. I've been chilling and working.
mhm.
But as I said early on in the introduction, that and we'll go ahead and jump into it now,
Yeah.
uh, and then we'll talk about it. I and Chris, you can go ahead and cue up the photos. Is I spent a lot of hours on Monday cooking.
Did you make the whole spread by yourself?
I made the whole spread by myself. So
Wow.
I made a
Ooh, look at that
14-pound turkey, about a 10-pound ham, and then I made all the sides. So I had green beans, corn, stuffing, sweet potato pie with the marshmallows on top, apple pie, and then also I had. See, I'm forgetting something. I know I'm forgetting something. I made a Greek salad
Ooh.
and yeah, I think that's it. And so I made both stuffings that of course I stuffed the turkey, and then also I made stuffing not inside the turkey. But yeah, it was really great fun. Pepe and his family came over. They had only seen Thanksgiving on TV, and that's Pepe and his wife and his
Oh
two
my
daughters.
God, I love that photo.
Yeah,
They look super excited.
yes. The daughter there in the black shirt, she is actually my linguist. She's my Italian instructor now. I hired about a month ago. But she speaks 4 languages. She's currently in university now. She speaks
Wow.
German, English, French, and she's learning Russian. And not just speaking, but also writing. And then the young girl there in the white sweater is his younger daughter. And so it's just, this is the first time in 2 years we've been able to sit down as both of our families and actually have a meal at my house. It's just, schedules are crazy and they work a lot of hours.
That's a good photo. Look at
Yeah,
you.
we had such a great time, and it was amazing. It's when you go to a different country, right? And you've been to a different country, then you know how there's different cultures, different traditions, but they're all grounded in family, right? They're all grounded in very simple and similar things. And for me to be able to give them an experience they've only seen in movies was really something that I was very thankful for
Mhm.
and made me very happy and feel good about it. Even though I spent 10, I don't know, like 11 hours cooking,
Yeah.
because I wanted to make it perfect. And everything turned out great. And of course, we gave them lots of food to take home with. But just to listen to them talk, as they've never had stuffing before, so they didn't understand what that was, and I had to explain to them, how do you make the stuffing and what's in it. They never ate turkey before. They couldn't
Oh,
believe how
really?
big the turkey was and how good it tasted.
They don't have
Um,
turkey in Italy?
no, not really. I've never seen it.
Wow.
Chicken, yes. Turkey, no. I think maybe on rare occasions they may have it, but I've never seen it on any menu. And we've traveled all over Italy. I mean,
Mhm.
tomorrow we're leaving to take the train up north to Venezia. And if you don't know about Venezia, Venezia is where they filmed Luca at, the movie, the Disney
Okay.
movie. So Lloyd wanted to go up there, so we're going to go Venezia. Sorry, Venezia, I said that wrong. And so we're going to go up there and spend Thanksgiving up there, so it's going to be super fun. But it's just nice to share different cultures with different,
Yeah,
different
absolutely.
people and to be thankful of everything. And I was kind of proud of myself. I really did a good job cooking.
So did
And
you guys go around the table and say what everyone's thankful for?
we did. We said the
Oh,
prayers,
good.
and then we said what we were thankful for. And of course, the mom, Pepe's wife, she speaks a little bit of English, not really. But we had plenty of translators there. Of course, Chris was fluent in Italian. I'm trying to learn Italian slowly. I'm slowly getting better.
Right.
And of course, both daughters speak English, and so it wasn't too hard to do that, to be thankful. But they were really thankful of our friendship. They're really thankful of being able to experience things in the American culture they never experienced. Just like I'm thankful for them for teaching me all kinds of things about the Italian culture that
Mhm.
you don't learn when you're just go to restaurants or here on vacation for a little bit and whatever. And I think mentally, especially for anybody this time of season, it's just nice to be that spend with family and friends. And family can be non-blood people, right? We have our military family, we have our families, and so you know what? If you're around your family this weekend, if you're around your friends, just be thankful of being there. And if you guys were having, I don't know, arguments over something stupid years ago, just let it go because in the end run, it really doesn't matter, and family's all you got.
Well,
But
you know that the saying, blood is thicker than water, the whole saying is the blood of the covenant is thicker than the water of the womb.
yeah,
So it's your chosen family. The blood of your covenant is thicker than family. So
yeah.
for some reason, it got bastardized through the years, but
Yeah, I think, but that's a good point. Yeah, thanks for. Yeah, that's exactly it. Yeah, and
especially like with military and for traveling and leave like you don't live at home, you live overseas, or I don't live at home back in California, like
yeah,
you pick your chosen family
yeah,
and they mean a lot. Your little tribe means a lot.
it's true. Yeah, and tonight we went back in the kind of restaurant. They were closed for 2 days. That's why Pepe was able to come to the house because they renovated it, and so it looks really nice on the inside now. And they changed a lot of things. And Pepe was still talking to everybody about the dinner I cooked. And so when I went back to the kitchen to talk to Lilo, the chef, he says, I want you to cook that. He said chicken because he didn't say turkey. He said, I want you to cook that. So I told we have to wait a couple weeks to get turkeys back here at the
Hmm.
commissary, but I'll wait. And then about 2 weeks, I'll cook not as big a spread as I did for Pepe, obviously, but I'll cook a turkey and maybe a
But you
side
don't
of
have to
food to
import the
take people
turkeys
to the
from
restaurant.
USA.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah,
That's cool.
yeah. The commissary has all the food from the states.
Yes.
I mean, I shop very rarely there, but I can't find turkeys. But they have the organic turkeys that are free range at the commissary,
Mhm.
so they don't have chemicals or antibiotics, so it's fine.
Right.
But I have to buy the turkey. It's frozen, and then of course you know as well as I do, Lindy. You got to let it unthaw for 4 days in the refrigerator, and then you have to open it up and make sure it's not bad, right? Because
Right.
poultry can go bad even if it's been flash frozen. And so that's why I decided to cook a ham too, because I thought, well, if the turkey's bad, by chance I can't buy another one unthawed. It's impossible, but at least I'll have the ham to cook and explain to him. So that's why I cook both. Generally on Thanksgiving at my house, we would have the turkey and then generally ham at Christmas. But this time I did both just as a backup plan.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I love that. So for here, for like our family, our get together, we have people designated to like make the own stuff. So this year I won't
Yeah.
be making the turkey. We have a friend, we call him Old Man Dan, and I always call him the oldest Marine I know because he is. He's like in his 60s or something like that. And he'll be making the turkey this year.
Nice.
I have a friend that's making macaroni. Then I got family members that are making like their little dishes, and
Hmm.
we're making the ham. So
Nice.
yeah, so it says we're splitting it up between people. Like you bring it is that way. We're not slaving over the stove for 11 hours, which is, I mean, I would do it, but like
It's
it's not.
nicer if you
Yeah,
have help. Trust me, I was
exactly.
pretty wore out and tired. Chris says that on their Christmas they do prime rib. We did do prime rib at my
Yeah,
house
we do
sometimes
prime
too.
rib for
Yeah,
Christmas.
yeah. But yeah, it was a lot of fun, and of course Pepe brought the desserts. Chris, I don't know if I sent you a picture of the desserts. If I did, it was great. But they have a local bakery that he goes to, and he brought the desserts, and they were really, really good. But I may not have sent him the photo. Nope, that's all I got, so I didn't send the photo. So anyway, I just wanted to share that with you. It was great fun. I enjoy it. And like I said, when I make turkey for Kinda and I'll take it down there, I'll post pictures about them eating it. But that's it's just all about sharing and caring and just knowing that everything's gonna be all right. And so one of the things I talked about, obviously, and I did this on my mental health break that I posted yesterday, is I'm really thankful, mostly, of course, for my family and all that stuff, my friends, blah blah blah, Lynn, you helping with podcasts, everything. I'm really thankful that I got the opportunity to come here and live in Italy because I really think that in my life and everything that went on in the last several years in the States, I really needed this change. I feel more alive here than I have in a very, very long time. I know that's kind of hard to explain, but I think it's just the newness of everything and
I think
just the
it is the
difference.
newness.
Yeah.
Especially like, didn't you just retire?
Yeah. Yeah. I've been retired not quite 3 years yet. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So you just
Yeah.
retired. Once you retired, you're like, okay, I'm starting a whole new life.
Mhm.
you know, and now you're not working. You get to like do your own schedule. You met Pepe at Kaina and all that.
Mhm.
It's really been a great journey. It's been awesome to see your growth there.
Yeah. Yeah, and I really, I do the healthy cooking class where I have
Hmm.
the wives here on base that come out on Mondays, and Pepe sometimes comes. Now, sometimes I just do the cooking class. Like last week, I just taught them how to make Moroccan stew, both
Oh, wow.
vegetarian, both with meat. Yeah, so sometimes they just come to my house and I teach them a dish
Hmm.
without Pepe. But Pepe, when he comes, him and Claudio, they teach him a traditional Neapolitan dish. Like our next class will be December 1st, and they're doing a traditional pea pasta, which is
Oh,
absolutely amazing. You don't think something with just peas and pasta would be good, but the sauce that they make with it is absolutely amazing. Now, I've never. It's not a dish that we have at the restaurant. It's a dish somebody can order at the restaurant because Layla will make it, but it's not something I've made yet. So I'm excited to learn how to make that because it's really good.
it sounds really good. I've never had pea pasta before. I'll try it because I'm not
Yeah,
against peas.
yeah.
So.
I'll be honest. I'll be honest. I don't like eating peas. I'm not a pea eating guy, but I eat that, and
It's
if it
not like
bothers
my
me,
go-to vegetable. It's like, oh, let me put vegetables in my dish. It's like I'm not gonna be like, oh, let's get peas. You know,
yeah.
like,
If it's
but I'll
mixed with
try it.
something else, I'll eat it. Now Lloyd loves peas.
Uh
He'll
huh.
eat peas. He mixes peas and rice together and eat it. If we have peas at dinner, I'll ask him what vegetable he wants, and usually it's broccoli, green beans, corn, or peas.
Oh, okay. Well, at
But
least
he'll mix his
he
peas
knows
and
what
corn. He'll be peas and rice. He'll mix together and eat it.
he likes. Yeah. Um, I don't even eat much to begin with. So like having like a full spread of food, I'm like, oh my god. I don't even know what I'm gonna like. I'm not even gonna eat that much, but at least everyone will be able to
Yeah,
eat.
yeah, and it's because I cooked a lot of food. Now they brought a
How
lot of
many
food home.
leftovers did you have?
Yeah, and of course that was the plan. Of course, now I saved a lot of turkey because I cut it up and put it in the freezer because I'll make different soups with it.
Oh
I'll
yeah.
make a turkey pot pie and other stuff with it. So I have about 3 bags that I can make different dishes with it. So I'll do that next couple of months. So that'll
I
be
feel
good.
like Thanksgiving is probably just meal prepping.
Yeah, I know, right?
A lot of people do the same thing. They're like, let me freeze this turkey, let me freeze all this stuff.
Mhm.
So
Yeah, so I'm really thankful of the opportunity, and we got word yesterday that my wife's been extended for another year here in Italy.
oh nice.
Yeah, and not that we were really planning on moving back. I don't think
So what
we
is it
would.
gonna be, 4 years instead of
So
3?
it'd be 4 years. Yep. So
Hmm.
November 2027 now.
Nice.
Yeah. So excited about that. So we're really gonna have to buckle down and make the choice. If we're gonna have some type of presence here in Italy. We just don't know what that looks like.
Yeah.
We'll make that decision in the next year. So of course I want to buy a villa by the sea. Hey, why not?
That would be nice.
Then
But
all
don't
my rowdy
they
friends can
have
come
like
over.
places in Italy where they like pay you to go live?
Oh yeah,
Like,
some places, yeah. You have to be a certain age, have school age kids, which I have. Check.
mm-hmm.
And then you have to be there for so many years, but and they, of course they do have the €1 houses, but you really can't find them actually for €1. Usually they're a couple of €1,000, and then you have so many years to get it fixed up and livable.
Yeah.
But a lot of people are buying those to turn them into Airbnbs. And so one thing I told Crystal, I said, well, if we buy a place and we have to renovate it, one thing I'm going to do is put the American plugs in it, because that way, for military members, well, if you come and rent this house or move into it, obviously, then you can have your American appliances with your American plugs, and it's easy to do. Our apartments here on base have that. They have the dual electricity, so it can be done.
Yeah. That's awesome. So what I'm thankful for this Thanksgiving is just for my health and for
Mm.
my family, and be able to have a job because in this economy, I went grocery shopping the other day for Thanksgiving, and I'm like, oh my god, why are cups so expensive? Like for a pack of Solo cups, 50 of them, they were like $9 or $10, and then for other packs were like $16. Like, it's so expensive here.
You have to look for the ones that are made in the U.S. so they don't pay the tariffs on them.
Yeah, well, true. I'm like, and whenever I go grocery shopping and whenever I go shopping, period, I'm like, my God, these prices, it's like the inflation. it's not going down.
Yeah,
So
well, that takes time, as we know.
mhm.
Things were a mess, but yeah, it takes time. But it doesn't help
True.
now, but it'll
Yeah,
take time.
but I'm happy that I have a job.
Yeah, that's right. And you're back to work.
And I'm
Yes.
back at work. And I'm
Yeah.
happy for my friends and family and for my health. I really have enjoyed living in Florida. It's like the best thing.
You've been
I
in
think
Florida now, what, 5 years? No, not 5 years.
since I moved here in November of 2021,
Okay, so yeah, almost 5 years. Yeah.
almost 5 years.
Yeah,
So
wow.
4 years. So I'm
Yeah,
on,
4 years.
I'm at 4 years now. Um, but I love it. I've been exploring Florida, and there's so much to see and do here. And
Oh
it's
yeah.
not just Orlando. It's not just beaches, but we have
Yeah.
like springs. We have like camping areas, like different small little towns. Being in a football town is a lot of
Yeah.
fun. Because
Oh
remember,
yeah.
I was in Oklahoma, which we had the Sooners, but I'm
Yeah.
not like a college football person.
Yeah.
But like being in like a Jacksonville Jaguar football town, it's a lot of fun.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Of course, I was from Kansas City, and of course, we had a house 5 miles from the
Yeah.
Chief Stadium. It's just a completely different vibe.
Mhm.
Even if the team sucks, like
Right.
we had season tickets for the Chiefs forever before they started winning anything. But even though when they sucked, it was still fun to go to the game or
Yeah.
go tailgating or hang out. It was
Just
still a
hanging
good
out or
time.
tailgating is so much fun. Like the other week, I won tickets. I don't know if I mentioned that on the show, but I won free tickets to the Jacksonville Jaguar games through VetTix.
Ah,
And so
nice,
VetTix you put into the lotto, and from that lotto, like you get selected and then you win. So
nice.
yeah, I won like 2 tickets and was able to go to an in-person game. And then my friend won some tickets for the another week, and he invited us to go, but we couldn't come.
Oh wow.
But
Well,
yeah,
hey, if you haven't done vet takes, you need to get out there and check him out. Might get some free because they
yeah,
do tickets for wherever, to concerts, to football
oh
games.
yeah. So we also were able to go to a show, and I forget what this man's name was. He's a comedian, but if you ever watch Van Wilder, that
Mhm.
movie is based on his life.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, we got tickets there. Um,
I
from
went
that.
years and years
All this
ago.
year too.
A long, long time ago. I saw Gilbert Godfrey, and he's doing
Hmm.
stand up at a. It was a little comedy club in Virginia where like all these stars like got their starting, these comedians got their start from. So they always go back and give back. That's the thing about comedians. When they become famous, they always go back to the place where they started, right? And
Right.
does shows and of course he did the Affleck commercials and he's passed on now, but man, that guy was freaking hilarious. I never laughed so damn hard in my life. And then I want to go see comedy shows more often. I
Well,
just
his voice
never.
alone, Gilbert Godfrey's voice alone, is like,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
so harsh and it's distinctive. So, and
Yeah.
he's funny.
And I've never gone to a concert. I've never been to a rock concert or country music. I've never been to any concerts in my life.
Really?
Yep, never have. Maybe
Well,
I'll go this
I
year.
told y'all I went to the Jelly Roll and Shabuzi concert for free.
Yeah.
We came on base, so that was really fun. They also went to Virginia. I think their crowd was 30,000, but
Well,
our crowd here was 40,000.
the MWR had some country music here singing. I guess I went and sat in the lawn for that. So technically, I guess I went to a concert. I guess maybe I don't know.
Mhm.
Does that count? I don't know if that counts or not.
Yes, it does count.
Oh, okay. So there you go. I've been to one
I have
concert in
a
my
friend,
life.
I have my family member that came to the
Yep.
door.
Hey, go right ahead.
I'll be
Jump back
right
on when you
there.
can, and I'm gonna have a conversation with whatever pops in my mind. Hey, Lynn just had family members jump in, so she'll jump back on. But I wanted to dive back into being thankful for all the good things that happened this year to you, and even though you don't think maybe something did good happen to you, something did, and something did. Now I know it might be a lot of bad going on now, or a lot of anxiety or fighting with your family or this, that, or the other. Just let this. You know what? In the grand scheme of things, does it really matter? I mean, just be happy that you're with somebody, or you're maybe like being by yourself. And just enjoy that moment and that time by yourself. And that's what this time of the year for, is just being thankful. And if you are in a rut and you can't break out of it, go do something different. Go figure out something different to do. I know it's scary, and I know you don't feel like doing it, and I understand that. But I could have very easily came here to Italy and not done a dang thing and sat on base. That's my personality, but you know what I'm saying. And not went out and experienced all the things that I've been able to experience in the last 2 years. And it wasn't because I'm some superhuman being or Mr. Dynamic or whatever. It's just that I was willing and being open to having new experiences. And hey, what's going on, Antonio? Ciao. ¿Cómo estai? Just saw Antonio at the restaurant. He just chimed in. So thanks for tuning in, Antonio. But just learn to. I forgot my train of thought completely, but it'll come back to me. But don't be afraid to try new experiences. Never worked in a restaurant. I mean, there's a lot of stress and anxiety happens when you go plop yourself into an Italian restaurant, cooking Italian food for Italians. That was a lot of stress, but Antonio had a lot of faith in me, and I was able to do it, and I excelled at it, and I love it. And I'm hoping soon to go back and cook back at kind of. They're a little bit slow now this time of the year, but I started a healthy cooking class for the people here. Of course, I've really ramped up my workouts to try to get myself in better in shape. I learned about holistic medicines, and I met Pepe and became good friends, and so I made new friends. And one thing you realize, no matter where you are in the world, mental health is always an issue. People are always stressed. People always have issues and problems. But what I figured out with the Italians is they know how to also enjoy life. They also know the importance of sitting down and enjoying your food and not just inhaling your food and running on to the next thing. And that's why when you come to Italy and you sit down for dinner, you're going to sit down for at least 2 hours minimum, probably closer to 3, and just enjoy your meal. Enjoy the time with your family. Just like on Thanksgiving, when you go to your family's house or your friend's house, you're not just going to go in there, plop down and eat, and then get up and leave 2 seconds later. Well, maybe you are. I don't know. Maybe you have to work or something. But you know what I'm saying in general. Just sit down and enjoy it. But don't this year be afraid to do something new or different. And it doesn't have to be something big. I'm not saying move to another country or whatever. Maybe you want to move to another country. I don't know. But find something different to do. Do something that scares the living crap out of you. If it scares the living crap out of you, try it once. And you're probably going to like it. So don't be afraid of that, because I'm telling you right now, it's going to change your mental health. It's going to change the way you think about things. And really, in the end run, you're going to thank yourself for doing it. And so it's very, very important to do that. Hey, Lynn, we were just talking about the importance of not being afraid to try new things. And Antonio from Kinda just said, ciao, Cliff, tuned in.
Wait, come on. Let me introduce my friend. Oh, God. I call her family, but she's my friend, but like family.
Oh, hi.
Hey. She's
ciao.
my sister.
Oh, hello.
Nice to meet you.
Have her introduced herself.
Well, nice to meet you. I'm Kate. Thanks.
Oh, well, she's a civilian.
I am a civilian, so not that
She
important.
was just talking about her grandpa.
Well, good. Perfect. And she was your what? I didn't hear what you said.
She's like my little sister here in Jacksonville.
Okay. Nice. Yeah. So anyway, I was just talking about the importance of not being scared to try something new, and if it scares you, try it. Why not? I mean, you try new stuff all the time, Lynn.
Yeah, absolutely. I am scared. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm scared to try new foods.
Yeah.
But like, if it's too wild or too exotic, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. But I do like to try new things, and I like to be adventurous, and I like to go out and experience new cultures. So
yeah,
there's that.
I think one of these days, who was the guy that we had on the show, the special forces that does the rave parties?
Oh yeah, Rob.
Yeah. If I remember around where he's at, I'm going to go to a party with him. I think that'd be a lot of fun.
Well, he went to EDC with us, Electric Daisy Carnival Orlando. He was there, so he doesn't do the rave or the parties. He goes to them, and then
that's what I meant. That's what I meant.
To go. So I think it's great for him to sponsor y'all to come out.
Yeah, I'll have to do that next time. Maybe if I get speaking event in Florida this year coming up. I'll stay a couple extra days and go check that out. If there's one going on around there.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it'd be a good time. So, do you have a lot of family coming in tonight, or?
I have some coming in tonight, and then tomorrow as well. We have we have friends and family coming in from Puerto Rico, or they're from Puerto Rico.
Yeah. Well, well, hopefully they don't run into travel delays flying. Let's hope.
Well, you know what? The TSA, now that we're back up and running, there shouldn't be any more delays or anything like that. So,
well, let's hope, because you never know with weather and other stuff that can go on that they won't run into. I went to Puerto Rico once. Puerto Rico's really nice.
I've never been.
Really? You need to go, Lynn. I think
need
you'd like
to
it.
go. I have friends there, and they're like, "When are you going to come?" And like, they come.
And it's such a short flight from Florida.
It's a short flight.
It's not even 2 hours, is it?
Yeah, it's not.
It's 2
Not
hours.
far. It's not a long flight. It's like easier to go to Puerto Rico than it is to go to California.
Yeah, because I know when I flew from DC on, I think it was JetBlue, it was like 3 hours, and we landed in Puerto Rico. Yeah.
Well, okay, so when I went to, I know when I go to Cancun, it's about 2 hours.
Yeah.
2-hour flight. So it's not bad. It's like going to Texas or Missouri from here. 2 hours.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
And then we went to Trinidad too. It was only about a couple-hour flight from Texas, because we flew from DC to Houston, and then Houston to Trinidad. But the Houston to Trinidad flight was only a couple hours.
Well, for my cruise, I'll be going to the Virgin Islands, and I've never been. So the U.S. Virgin Islands.
So when you do a cruise, and I've never been on a cruise, another thing I've never been on.
You should go.
Do they give you like protocol? Do you have like hours that you can spend at the port?
You do. So it's like, it's a set time and day. So every day there's like different schedules. So there could be like one day at sea. So on that one day at sea, you just like do all kinds of activities on the ship. They have shows, like Broadway shows. Mm-hmm. Well, for instance, like I'm going on Disney cruise, so they're going to have the Disney shows, all of that. They have different bars, which I like.
Yeah, of course.
Clubs.
Yeah, the ocean
activities on the ship that you could sign up for to do. So it's not boring when you're out there. And of course, there's the pool, and then there's like, they have a VR room, virtual reality for the kids. They have kids clubs, so like the parents can be free to do what they want, and the kids will be dropped off at the kids club type thing.
Nice.
And then for Disney, they have things like wine tasting, and then tequila tasting, bourbon tasting, things like that. And it's not just a tasting. Like they walk you through like the history and different notes and different, like, you kind of get a like education.
Yeah, nice.
So that's one of my favorite things to do.
Of course, I talked about we're going to go up to Venancio, and that's where they filmed the Luca movie. Mm-hmm. But I was kind of looking at things to do up there. And of course, it's not really the tourist season, but the weather's going to be nice. So we're going to look at maybe doing an e-bike ride, because it's very mountainous there. And so if you don't know anything about Venancio, there's these 5 little towns in a row. And of course, they all, back before the unification of Italy, of course, they all had their castles. Of course, each little town has their castle. Of course, they're all linked now by a train. And so I'm excited to maybe go on horseback riding, or maybe do the e-bike. Right. Lloyd and I is going to bring our swimsuits, because even though there's no way in hell Italians are going to get in the water, me and Lloyd's going to get in the water, at least if anything, just to make a video to send my Italian friends so they can say that I'm a little crazy.
I'm really excited. I don't remember which port in Virgin Islands, but it's called Jeep Beach. So we're renting a Jeep, and we're going to go off-roading.
There you go. Get some driving skills from when you go back.
Exactly. Yeah. So we're going to have me and my sister are renting Jeeps. Nice. And we're going to go like off the beaten path and stuff. But of course, with like a tour group. So it's not like I'm going to be on my own. I don't know the islands like that. Obviously,
you could, get lost on the trail.
Yeah. So we're going to do that. But I'm excited.
Like a lot of fun.
I think we're doing, I don't know, what is that called when you go in a parachute over the water?
Oh, paragliding?
Yeah, parasailing.
Parasailing.
So we're doing that. And then I forgot what else we were doing. There's like one other port. So those are the 3 activities we're doing at the port. So you can pick different activities with the ship to go on when you go into port. So like it's usually half of the day or almost all the day, but there's a time where you have to be back on the ship. Yeah. Or else they're leaving you, because they have to close all the brows and the gangways and stuff.
You always see the videos of the people running up and missing the ship. Like, you knew what time you had is gonna go.
And
Yeah, let's.
it goes to one of Disney's private islands. So I've
Nice.
been there already, and I don't want to go out to the beach. Like, I kind of want to just enjoy the ship, because
Yeah.
even when you go into port, the ship is still fully functional, like with all the amenities and stuff. And so, but without
So if
all
you
the
don't want to
people.
go ashore, you can stay on the ship.
Yeah, you can stay on the
Nice.
ship. You enjoy like the buffet. You enjoy the restaurants. They have like a spa, a rainforest
There
spa, and
you
like
go. There
adults
you go.
only area and all these things. So yeah.
I just found out my neighbor down that lives downstairs, Steve, the power lifter. He
Hmm.
had he found this called Four Hands Massage, and I don't know if it's lady. I think it's ladies, but anyway,
Oh yeah. Hmm.
they come to your apartment here. It's only 50 euros for an hour
Really?
massage. Yeah,
Okay.
I gotta get the information. I gotta get some, my Krista was telling me about that tonight. I gotta find out. I gotta get more information
That's
on that.
nice. So that's
Yeah,
two
I
people in
like
the
a good
same area at
massage.
once.
Yeah, I like me a good massage. I haven't had one in a while.
Yeah, it's always good. I used to get them once a month.
Yeah, they're good for your body.
It
It really
is
is. It's good
good for
for
your
you.
mental health too.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, I want to thank everybody for tuning in. I want to wish everybody a immensely happy Thanksgiving. And once
You think
again, thoughts
so?
and prayers out to the family of the National Guard soldiers who unfortunately were shot in D.C. today. I'm sure more will come out to that. But I want to thank you for tuning in. And Lynn, if you want to go ahead, and then I'll go ahead and close out
Yes.
when you're done. Is
So
that how we're
if
going
you
to do it,
guys
right? Did I remember? Did I remember
Yes,
correctly?
you did remember. If you guys haven't checked out our website, please check out www.VeteranTrashTalk.com. On there, you can find all our merch and all of our podcasts. And remember, the holidays are coming up, so we have some good discounts and sales on our merch. So check that out, www.VeteranTrashTalk.com. All right, Cliff, go ahead.
Yeah, hang on, I was typing. And yeah, I got the shirt on. I got the trash
Yeah,
talk
there
shirt
you
on
go.
right now.
The
There you
dumpster
go.
fire.
Yeah. But along with it, I have you can go out to my website at www.cliffordballman.com. I do have my book on sale for $19.99, so you can order that, and I get it signed to get it shipped out to you. But just as I said at the beginning of the podcast, with Reads Across America, you can scan that QR code, and it's great with what they do and have memorialize the veterans during the holiday season. And so you can scan that. You can also get one personalized. And, Reads Across America has a radio station. They replay this podcast along with all the great podcasts. But this one gets replayed on Fridays at 8 p.m. and Sundays at 10 p.m. Super easy to find. Just download the iHeartRadio app, the TuneIn app, and the Odyssey app, and search for Reath. And then you'll find Reads Across America Radio. They play great music. And like I said, I think they have like 74 different shows now on Reads Across America Radio. So they'll have a show for whatever you think that you might want to listen to. And of course, we know that you're absolutely going to listen to the Mental Health Warrior because Lynn and I do such a great, awesome show.
We do.
You got the Mountain Whiskey out
Yes.
there. Go ahead and get them a look-see. You won't get your shipment for Thanksgiving, but you can order it for Christmas. It's right around the corner. And so, hey, they do ship. They'll let you know if they can ship to your state or not. But their bourbon's great. They actually have moonshine. The moonshine's good. And the vodka is really good, too. So they have more things than just whiskey, bourbon. They do have other things. So please give them a look-see. And just like with the video that you saw at the beginning of it for Veterans Mortgage powered by Canopy Mortgage, interest rates are coming down. Maybe you want to build the she shed, right? Got to have the she shed.
Mhm.
Along with the she shed, you can build the he shed. So you have the
The
she
he
shed, the he shed. And so, hey, they'll help you out with the second mortgage. Scan that QR code. They'll answer any questions you have. And hey, listen, if you're a veteran and you have not used your VA benefits or you have not got your rating, please go out and do it. My brother-in-law, he spent 25 years in the Air Force. He's never done his VA stuff. And
Yeah.
I tried to convince him why he was here. He was just here in Italy 2 weeks ago. I said, Aaron, you got to get that done.
Got to get it done.
You got it. What are you waiting on? He's like, well, I don't have anything wrong with me. I said, not yet. You're a firefighter.
Mhm.
Plus, you're entitled to stuff, And so, too many veterans out there
They're just too
we really
proud.
need to change the word disability because it's not a disability. It's a disability, but it's not a disability, right? And I think if they could come up with a better name, I think more veterans would be more apt to do it because he's like, oh, I'm perfectly healthy. I said, Aaron, so am I. And I'm 100% PNT, but that has nothing to do with it. It has to do with your military service. And I think the mentality sometimes we think is something different. Anyway, I went on a rant. I won't get into that.
We can talk about that the next.
I know. That's a whole other show. We'll
We
do
can talk
another
about 100% P&T all day.
Yeah. Yeah. I think everybody that serves should at least have that rating because it's hard on your body, it's hard on your mentality,
Right.
and it's just something that let me tell you what. When you sign those papers to join the military, that money was already factored in and that money was already set aside. And so if you don't use it and you don't get your benefits that you're entitled to, you're just giving the money back to them. That was already set aside the moment that you signed. And but with that, with PCS Paradise, apparently the Navy, I found this out, they PCS you anytime in the Navy. And so you may be leaving and going somewhere to stay, leaving the beautiful country of Italy. But hey, if you're going to Hawaii, scan that QR code, and PCS Paradise will be more happy to find you that dream home while you're in Hawaii. Maybe close to the beach, maybe see the water, maybe have a swimming pool. Who knows? But they'll help you out and they'll make your move a lot less stressful because it already is. With that, as I always say, we are our brothers and sisters keepers out there. So, hey, it's Thanksgiving. Let's give everybody a hoot or holler and see how they're doing. And you guys have a great Thanksgiving, and we'll see you next week. Take care.